Hey everybody, it's Heather Nichols, and I'm in this absolutely gorgeous place. It's the Davis Winery in Napa, or actually it's in Calistoga, California, in the Napa Valley of California, which is truly one of my just favorite spots on the planet. Wow, wow, wow. Let me show you the view. Yeah, it's so beautiful. We were just up in that place, tasting some wines, and really just absolutely gorgeous wines and gorgeous property and gorgeous everything. And I was actually really moved to tears by the level of creation that the man who bought this property was willing to be, was willing to choose. You know, he stood here when this property was for sale. That right there was the only building. It was actually a dilapidated barn, and there were run-down grapevines, and not really worth a whole lot in terms of the wine production. And he stood and looked at this view and went, I am going to create something here that has never been created before. And we got to meet him, and he was just really amazing, sort of very accessible, like real, kind of hands in the soil kind of a guy. And I literally got teary-eyed after we met him, with gratitude for his willingness to create this. Because it's just such a gift to me and to my body and to the earth and to the planet and to bodies and to what is possible. And I've been thinking a lot about creation lately, and I mean that's sort of always my favorite topic, but really just looking at what is choice. Like what is choice really? Choice is actually it is the willingness to know that we can create anything. And I was so grateful for what this man was willing to, he doesn't even have the tools of access consciousness, but he was actually really willing to choose. He was willing to go, I have a vision. I see something that I can create here that is spectacular and phenomenal and incredible and beautiful, and I'm going for it. And, how much do we actually stop ourselves with choice and creation based on what we think we can and cannot create? And this is the thing that has really popped for me lately is, what have I decided is like too much, too big, too whatever, that I put this significance on it, so that I then end up not creating whatever it is that I would like to create. Like, let's say that you're choosing to create an amount of money that you might think is impossible, right? Really, the only difference between those who create it and those who don't is I don't know, just this lack of significance. Like, I just realized, like, okay, so if I ask the universe for $50, there's no significance in my world around that. Like, I actually know that I could create $50, no problem, in a snap, Now, let's add some zeros to that. 500, 5,000, 50,000, 500,000, 5 million, 500 million, etc. It's like, how many zeros does it take to add to the amount of money that you're asking for before you go into making it so significant that you decide that you actually can't create it? The universe doesn't have a point of view about what you're asking for. The universe doesn't have a point of view about what you're asking for. You do. And so the only thing really that is standing between you and the choice to create what it is that you would like to create, and in this case, we're just looking at money. It's like, it's the significance that you actually put on what it is that you've decided. It might be like, oh my gosh, this is a huge ask, or this is a big stretch for me, or this is a huge amount of money that I've never created before and I've decided I couldn't create, or this is a, you know, like this property. It's like, if he had gone into like the how of it all, the like, okay, run down grapevines, run down barn, there's somebody in a bidding war with me, you know, there's regulations, there's zoning laws, there's all this stuff. If he had gone into that and believed that that was something that could stop him, this man would have never created this absolutely spectacular gift to the planet, to the bodies, to the earth, to us. He never would have created it. And I'm so grateful that he did. And it's like, look at all the things out there in the world that you have so much gratitude for that other people have created. Now, what if you could actually do that too? And what if the only thing that stands between you and your capacity to create whatever it is, however many zeros are on the end, or you know, however huge you might think it is just simply your points of view? And what if you could just go, you know what, I'm not going to have those points of view anymore? Like, it could actually be as easy as that, as simple as that. And that's really what I'm getting. It's like, the only thing that stops me is really my willingness to ask and to believe that I could actually create whatever I'm asking for. Like, how big are you willing to go? And big is even just a judgment. Like, how much are you willing to ask for? How much are you willing to create? Because the universe does not have a point of view about what you are asking for. The universe doesn't see, you know, $500 million as so much bigger and more difficult to obtain than, you know, $50, right? It's just an ask, and there's a willingness to receive that, and the willingness to ask and to create that actually is the thing that will allow that to come into your world. So what if you decided it's not possible for you? That you can't do, that you can't create, that you can't have, that you can't be, that you could never, ever, ever, ever achieve? That if you let go of the points of view of that, would actually allow it to show up in your world? And what if you decided that it has to look like, or is going to look like? That if you didn't actually decide that that's what it had to look like, or that's what it was going to look like, would allow it to show up in your world? And what if you could play on a playground that outcreates everything that you've decided is true about you, about your capacity to create, about your capacity to receive? What if you could play on that playground? It's just this amazing awareness of that I've been having lately, of like how much I stop myself based on the significance that I place on things. And I'm just not willing for that to be my reality anymore. It's like, when I look at this place, and when I was here, I was like, I'll have this, you know, like, I'll have this. I don't know what that looks like. I mean, I'll certainly come back here, but I'll have this. And it's not really up to me to figure out how that's going to show up. And I don't mean like this specific property, although, hey, I would be very happy to live here. But like this, like the beauty of this land, like to wake up every morning with a view that is as gorgeous as this, you know, as this incredible Napa Valley, you know, whatever it is that lights you up. Like, what have you decided you can't have, you can't create, you can't choose, that stops you from actually having the life that you know is possible, from actually having the life that you've dreamed of? And what if you could just toss it to the wind and choose and create? So I just really wanted to make this video from this gorgeous place today. I know it's long, and hopefully it's contributed something to you. I am actually starting a 6-month money program. It really is like a program about money and creation. It's called The New Reality with Money. And this energy of sort of the tenacity of choice and the tenacity of creation and the willingness to be really crazy and chaotic with what you're choosing and creating is a huge piece of what this program actually is. And I just wanted to invite you also to come and play. It's a new reality with money. It is a 6-month program where we really truly dive into everything that you've decided you can't have, everything that you would like to have, all of your points of view about money. We do tons of clearings, we give tons of tools, and we really actually take a journey into all of the tools from Access Consciousness that are available in regards to money and creation. We look at numbers, we look at financial awareness, we look at, what do you need to be asking for? What are you creating? What else could you add? We look at the lies that you've bought about money. We look at where you're willing to be brilliant with money. We really actually dive into everything. A full-on conversation about money for 6 months. It includes calls with me, it includes webinars, it includes private sessions, it includes looking at your numbers and you actually really getting vulnerable with yourself about what you would like to ask for and what you would like to create in regards to money. And I just finished a 6-month program of this with a group of people, and it was the first one that I had done, and wow, what we were able to change and create was absolutely phenomenal. And I will say that I really truly have a new reality with money, and I'm ready to ask for more. So if you would like to come and join me, it's a 6-month deep dive with a really cool group of people who are willing to do the same and choosing to do the same. Just like, what if that could be your reality? What if that could be your morning view every day, or whatever is fun for you? And truly, what have you decided you cannot create that if you actually just chose it would allow it to show up? So if you'd like to receive information about it or come and play with us, the link is heathernichols.com/money. I'd love to play with you. It really is just such a gift in my world to be a part of a conversation in regards to money and everything about money from a totally different place. So thank you for watching, thank you for choosing, thank you for being you. I adore you all, and truly, what beauty, what luxury, what gift, what elegance, what opulence of living, what wealth is available to you if you were just simply willing to choose it. And everything that doesn't allow you to choose it, let's blow that up and let's create. I adore you all, and I'll see ya. Bye.